got a new keyboard. This is the before of my desk, looking quite sad and boring. A really dusty, gross old mouse pad. This is my current keyboard. It's supposed to be an ergonomic keyboard, and it does tilt your wrists slightly upwards, like that way, instead of like that. So it is good in that way, but everything else about it sucks. I've had it for ages, it's worn out. The wrist pad is weirdly wide. You have to hold your hands out in front like a zombie. And then the number pad is massive. I don't know why it's so big, but it gives you shoulder problems because you have to reach to get to the mouse. All the way over there, and then there's like not that much space on the desk for the mouse. And this is a very ugly keyboard, and frankly I'm sick of it. I will not stand for it any longer. So, it's new keyboard time. Oh no. Okay, well, it's a sensory nightmare. So it turns out it's shiny, which I didn't know, but I'm kind of excited about. I think it looks pretty cool. If you can hear an annoying noise in the background, I'm making another cup of tea. I have just finished editing book 13 in the Charlie Davies Mysteries, a mystery series, as you might have guessed from the name. Sort of like, I would say if you're a fan of Veronica Mars, maybe you would like these. Book 1 is free, Losing Your Head by Claire Cowder. If you want to download the ebook, it's free everywhere. So I've just finished writing book 13. I'm editing it, and I'm currently doing teasers and, you know, promo stuff before it comes out. Mostly to avoid proofreading it, because I don't want to proofread it. I don't want to do the final little edits. I've been doing, you know, social media and promo stuff, and I just kind of thought, you know, it's been 4 years. Why not make another YouTube video? I kind of just miss making YouTube videos. I miss talking to readers and writers on here. So I thought I'd come back. I posted an announcement that I was going to start making videos again. I was like, I'll get everyone hyped. I'll post in my community tab, and literally not a person saw it. Or actually, I should say, not a person liked it, or commented, or in any way acknowledged it. So maybe everyone saw it and they were just like, shut up, Claire. But regardless, I'm making a video, so you can't stop me. I've got my new keyboard. I've got my windowsill tripod. I'm unstoppable. Ooh, the kettle clicked off. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. It's Melbourne breakfast, if you're wondering. I really overfilled the mug and I'm trying not to spill it on myself. Let's see how that goes, shall we? I finished writing book 13, Trouble in Store, a book in which private investigator Charlie Davies has to go undercover at an electronics store, catch a thief and solve a murder. I think it's the best book I've ever written. I think every time I publish a book I think that, and that's probably a good sign. Because if you're ever publishing a book and you don't think it's the best thing you've ever written, I don't know. It feels like that's not a good direction to be going in. I'm trying to psych myself up to do the edit, or I mean I've done the edit, but do the final edits and then do the proofread. But to tell you the truth, once the book is sort of to this point, I'm mentally like, this should be done. I'm checked out. And I am so ready to work on something different. And I know what that something different will be. It's an urban fantasy series about vampires in a small country town. My pitch for it is Australian True Blood, but I don't know if they're actually that similar, but I think that gives you some idea. So that's what I want to be working on now, but I've got to finish Charlie. And it is really nice. I haven't been posting online for like a few years. But it is really nice when you do, and like you get to interact with your readers and get that encouragement and everything. I did miss that. I had sort of, I don't know, not realized how much I missed that. So that's very, very encouraging when you post and people care. Not that like that's a good thing to base your self-esteem on or anything, but if you're doing okay otherwise, it's nice to have that as well. What I really want to be working on is Eyeless Lane, which, by the way, I have been working on for, oh gosh, it was the first lockdown, I think, is when I started writing it. So it's been trying to kill me for 4 years, nearly 5. That can't be right. 4, we'll say 4. Trying to kill me, which is appropriate with a vampire book. But I will not die, again, appropriate with a vampire book. I think if I did die, this would be the book that I would be saddest to have not written. And then I publish it and everyone will be like, really, this one? That's fine. I don't need to explain myself to you, she says, filming a vlog. I feel like vlogs are just me explaining myself to you. I'm very excited about my new keyboard. I hope you are too. I'll keep you updated with any keyboard related news. I'm so excited to talk about Eyeless Lane. I want to talk more on here about my books rather than, I don't know, the process of writing. I mean, obviously it'll be, you know, behind the scenes stuff, but also maybe some teasers. Maybe I could read you some. I really want to record my own audiobooks. I have been practicing. Doing voices. I could do one for you right now. Hello. There we go. There's one. I had like a period of not great health and just constant exhaustion. And pretty much all I could handle doing was putting out my 1 book a year. Most of which are now unpublished because my memory of writing them is so clouded by how unwell I was at the time. And I'm like, I can only revisit those series if I start fresh. Now I'm coming back to the internet. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm very excited to post and I'm excited about writing. I'm excited about making videos again. I'm just, you know, doing better. And it's really nice. And I just want to share it with you. So. New video in 6 months. Alright. It's about to cut me off. Leaving. Hello, it's a new day. I'm trying to get some cute ambient writing lighting going on, but at this point it just looks like a seance. So, hail Satan, etc. Apparently it was 27 degrees today, but I had no idea because I've been in a tracksuit literally all day. I should sort out this situation. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, it's not the best lighting in the world, but it will do. You can see my candle flickering a little bit in the background. Eventually, I'll get some good lighting sorted out, I hope. I have a degree in this, allegedly. This is how you spot a mystery writer. I always say allegedly. So far today, I have not done any writing or editing work. I've been doing marketing stuff. By which I mean I have been posting on social media a couple of times. But you know, it's only 6:30, so still plenty of time left in the day to get in a little bit of proofreading, or editing. It's editing actually. I'm not quite up to proofreading yet. On the Charlie book, the new Charlie Davies book, where we get the introduction of my new favorite character in the series, Granny. Anyone who reads mysteries, I feel like we always love the introduction of a kooky grandma. Finally, we're getting that in the Charlie series. Maybe getting a little insight into what Charlie will look like in her older years, because at the point we're in the books, she's only in her early 20s, because I was very young when I started writing these books. Not old and haggard like I am now. So I have Alexi's list of things to edit, which range from like read the entire 4th act again and make it longer, to include pig snorts. It's quite a variety of amounts of work to do. I think my tea is beeping. I'm gonna go get my tea. Well, this is too hot and I definitely need a coaster, which I don't have. How about just on the notes? Okay, cool. Now that that's sorted, I'm gonna start by reading through, I don't think it's the entire 4th act or 3rd act, depending on how you divide up stories. The last bit, the like confront the killer kind of bit, what Alexi always says, and he's probably right, is that I rush through the end of the book because I want to get it finished, and then I rush through the end of the edit because I want to get it finished. And he's like, I think on this edit, start with that part so that you come in fresh, which is, you know, good advice, but also I would rather just, you know, be done with it, but whatever. I want to put this book out. Might already have my tea, but you know what I didn't have was my Dungeons and Dinosaurs mug with all my water in it. Isn't it beautiful? Katie designed this and sent it to me. A little bit of Charlie Davies fan art. That's pretty cool. So obviously I need it with me while I edit the new Charlie book. And I do still have to do the proofread, and the proofread is, you know, a little bit tedious sometimes. I get my computer to read it to me, and it reads in a very monotonous voice, but it's the best way to catch weird typos, repeated words, missing words, things like that. So, you know, gotta do it. But apparently I have to procrastinate before I do it. You know, I am starting to feel like maybe it is 27 degrees today and I don't need to be in a tracksuit. So when you next see me, I won't be topless, don't panic. Or don't get excited, I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll go through the small dot points and fix as many of them as I can, just, you know, going into the chapters. I wish he'd written down the chapter numbers where I meant to fix these things, but I guess I'll find them. I posted about this in my Facebook group, but Alexi insisted on going analog when he read through the book this time. Instead of writing notes on the Kindle, he wrote them out by hand, but didn't write down a page number or a chapter or any indication of where in the book the thing I meant to be fixing is. So I've just gotta find that myself. So that's what I'm doing. First up, going through and fixing the small things like adding in pig snorts, and then I will read through the last part and make it longer, and then it will be time for the proofread. I went through the list of edits and it turned out that they did not take very long to fix up. There are a couple of timeline things I'll just have to double check on as I do my full read through. But adding the pig snorts really was the majority of the work. So now I just need to go through the last few chapters and make them longer. I filmed myself as I was about to start editing the end, but I decided to write a little bit of my author's note instead. At the backs of most of my books now, I think I can probably safely say all of my books, because I'll probably do it going forward. I have an author's note that's, you know, just like a funny extra of any random things I feel like people will enjoy knowing about the book. So I haven't written that yet for Trouble in Store. So I need to figure out what I'm actually going to say in it. I thought I wasn't going to write one, so I haven't really been like mentally planning what I was going to write, but then I realized just why would I not write one? Anyway, so I am going to write it. I just need to figure out a little bit more of what I'm going to say. So I'm sitting on the couch now, avoiding reading through the last bit of the book, but it is like 8:30. It's probably a little bit late at night for doing work. I go to bed quite early now, so it is actually a little bit late. So I might just play Switch instead. Also, I'm gonna have to stop filming because my hand's getting really sore from holding up this camera. But are you impressed with my muscles for holding it so still? I knew you would be. I knew. I've had enough editing. I'm going out for brunch. I didn't actually film much during the proofreading stage. I think I was just so exhausted from trying to get myself to focus on something so boring for such a long time. So please enjoy the only footage I did take, which is of a cat in a nearby apartment building. I'm back to work proofreading Trouble in Store, the new Charlie Davies book, and I am on I'm about to finish chapter 28 of 30, getting so close to the end. You know when you think you've got something else to say, but you don't? That's what just happened then. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this and finish the book today. Maybe that's what I was going to say. Finish the proofread. That's it. That's the whole update. I'm just gonna go read something that isn't a mystery book I've read 1,000 times already because I wrote it. Finally, we're done. It's vampire time.